I've been working with this magician. She's got to be, I don't know. She's I can't tell how old she is. She's somewhere between 26 and 95. She's in that range somewhere. Her area of magic in particular is marketing. It's a thing that I don't understand at all, and so it's magic. She's been giving me this piece of advice, which is to figure out some way of telling you guys how you can help with the book, how your contributions help. I didn't, for some reason, understand exactly what she meant by that, but I think I finally figured out how to explain. So, here's a detail, alright? To publish a book is a numbers game, and it's a numbers game that is stacked against the book right from the beginning. It is far easier for a book to get published and be forgotten and lost before it's ever even noticed. It's a complex game with a lot of factors, and it's a game that the book almost always loses. A lot goes into preventing a book from being noticed by anybody, but there are a lot of things that magicians on this side can do to give the book the best chance at life. Those things that it is possible to do really boil down to two things. The first thing is to make the book the best damn book it can possibly be. There's a bunch of stuff inside of my control and the control of my magicians, because I've got this whole team of people who have agreed to be able to work with me, that we can do in order to make it the best damn book possible. It starts with me, because I just wrote my fingers raw to make the best possible stories that I knew how to make. And stories are good, stories are where it starts, but there's a bunch of experts who pick up where my talents end, and they take the book or they take my stories and they can turn it into a book. Before that, it isn't. And I need these other people, we need these other people in order to make a bunch of stories into a book. Otherwise, it just doesn't happen. And that's the first thing. The second thing is to take the book once it's there and just pack as much gunpowder underneath it as possible and light that off so that when it arrives with as much of an explosion as it possibly can. Big marketing splash or something like that. I'm not entirely certain all the magic that goes into that, but I know that that's one of the big important elements that needs to happen in order for a book to be okay and to survive a little bit longer, because it needs to arrive with a flash and a bang, with a fury and a great deal of light in order for anybody to even notice it. And at that point, it has a better chance of survival than if it didn't. There are a lot of ways of accomplishing these two things, but the most sensible way is to stuff a whole bunch of money into them all at the same time. It doesn't have to be a ridiculous amount of money. More is better, but it can be a quantity above a certain amount, but it doesn't have to be too terrible. That's complicated. It doesn't matter. The point is that just to shove a bunch of money into it all at the same time, because money is a way of communicating value really, really quickly. That's the main reason, right? That's my little anarchic way of getting around the whole capitalist idea. I'm not an anarchist. I am actually more of a capitalist. I'm not going there. It doesn't matter. The point is that to stuff money into the thing is to show value really quickly, to just communicate this thing is valuable. So a crowdfunding campaign is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to become a very small time investor or a larger time investor, just any size of investor that you like, in the next stage of something that affects a lot of people's lives. Because maybe you're a reader, but maybe you're not a reader, if you aren't a reader, you probably know a reader. And even if you don't know a reader, you might be the kind of person who just waits for the movie, and that's fine too. What really happens is stories will affect your life and the lives of your loved ones. And this is an opportunity for you to have an effect on the next generation of stories that come out. You might have noticed it's awfully hard to find stuff that you like. If you're looking for books at the bookstore or on Amazon or anything like that, here's an opportunity for you to have an effect on the quality of stories that are coming out in the next 5-10 years.